This is in regards to the ENB autonomy. Honorable Prime Minister, during the 30th anniversary of the Rabaul volcanic eruption at Gele Gele in Kokopo, Rabaul, last year you announced your support for the autonomy for East New Britain. That statement raised strong expectations among our people. Our call for autonomy is not about separation. It's about empowering our province to make decisions, manage our resources, and deliver better services to our people. Therefore, Honorable Prime Minister, triple ask him what actions have been taken since the announcement last year? Number two, is there a clear roadmap or timeline in place? As Lois Nibidan, I think the discussions it's been ongoing for 24 years now. And number three, what role is the Department of Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs playing in this process? Honorable Prime Minister, while we acknowledge the support the national government has provided to East Britain over the years in key development areas, we need to know what the national government's stand is on this important agenda that has been outstanding for 24 years. Acting Speaker, before I sit down, I would also like to commend the work of the Provincial Autonomy Committee. We have been actively progressing our autonomy agenda together with New Ireland and our provincial governments. Some have passed on, like Sir Julius Chen, Chief Sinai Brown, and this all line and only go past these all discussions long the time through now. Time you go no isni bidan all man by it all any other forum boli talk siya. Lastly, Saturday last week marked East Britain 48th anniversary in its provincial government in a province. So while in the provincial governments, I know that there's been governors forums, consultations. There were other national departments that have come down to place, consult, want them mipla online lo place, mipla like sabe, how long ba mipla lo, waiting response from national government. Thank you.
And I noticed that autonomy conversation has been going on for a much longer time. I want to confirm that the last government did make mention and commit 3 provinces to be trial in the autonomous government arrangements. I want to also say here in the same breath that this autonomy conversation is not similar to the autonomous Bougainville government we have. They have their own distinct autonomous Bougainville government. This one that is proposed is to ensure that functional autonomy is held in the 3 provinces that was earmarked since the announcement in 2014, 2015, thereabouts. But when we came into office, we threw in the economic element to it. There is no relevance or use whatsoever for you to be labeled as autonomous government unless you steal, unless you are economically strong and you are able to finance functions that you take care of. So when we came on board, we overlaid this work. If you are to be autonomous, how do you fund functions that you are carrying yourself? You talk autonomy, but you must still depend on Waigani. Then Eminem really met him, thinking also you must send up the leg yet. So we now we're getting the Ministry of Provincial Local Government and our Treasury team and PM's department working. These are areas where you could be able to self-finance, self-raise finance, and carry that responsibility yourself with minimal requirement from Waigani to give support.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Could the Prime Minister explain his definition, because he said that in order for East New Britain to be granted autonomy, they have to raise enough money to fund themselves. Now, what is the definition between autonomy and independence? And I want to preface it by asking the Prime Minister this. In Australia, the federal government block grants down to all the states, and it allows the states to carry out all of their functions autonomously. So what the Prime Minister is suggesting for East New Britain is that if they raise all of their funds, then they will become autonomous. But I want to caution the Prime Minister. What he is suggesting is independence for East New Britain. Because if they are going to raise their own funds, they don't need the central government. So I would like to ask the Prime Minister to explain to the people of Papua New Guinea his understanding of full independence, as is the case demanded by the autonomous region of Bougainville, and the autonomy that all provinces, including East New Britain, are asking for, which is similar to what is practiced in Australia, the United States, China, all of the states in Europe, and elsewhere around the world, which is federal governments fund lower governments, and then there is autonomy in terms of functions. It is not a one-way street where the national government collects its own funds, and then provinces like East New Britain come along and you say, you raise your own money, and then we'll give you the functions. So could the Prime Minister explain to all of the governors in the House and our people what his definition of autonomy and independence are? Because as far as I can hear him responding to the good governor for East New Britain, he is suggesting independence for East New Britain.
Good point.